Hello, everybody, and welcome. I am Raven Myst, an intuitive mentor and the owner of Angelic Abundance, a Reiki practitioner. And tonight, my guest is Daisha Hinds. She was born and raised in Bronx, New York. Daisha brings wealth and knowledge and experience as a Jamaican mental health counselor with a master's degree specializing in trauma and addiction. With over 10 years of experience in her field, Daisha is dedicated to helping people worldwide overcome life obstacles and bring awareness to all types of trauma. Welcome, Daisha.
Hello, thank you for having me, Raven. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And so thank you so much.
You're so very welcome. And tell us about your journey and what has brought you here today as well.
Well, first off, I just want to say God is so good because without Him, I would not be here today. And without His journey, I wouldn't have the testimony that I have. Um, from when I was young, I started dealing with depression at the age of 11. And that was because I was dealing with my sexuality and hiding my sexuality. And I didn't realize that my depression was lingering with that. So I started dating guys and having boyfriends to hide who I really was. And I was depressed my whole teenage years because I was never living my truth. Um, I never thought that I was beautiful. I never thought I was special. My family always broke me down and always made me feel belittled and stupid. And I was always creative and artistic. And my mom told me that there's no money in that world. So I'm here at an older age now going through a lot of my childhood trauma, but also working through who I am. And it's never too late. And I think that's why I wanted to do this interview because I want people to know it's never too late to start living your life. No matter what age you are, you have to be true to yourself. And sometimes you're going to go through a lot of obstacles and go through a lot of hiccups, but you have to find who you really are and who you're supposed to be. Are you living your purpose? Are you living your truth? Are you living for who you need to be? So for me, this is my truth. My truth is that I am a woman that is loving who I am again because I allowed relationships to take my identity time and time again. I went through abusive relationships with young men when I was younger who was punching me and hurting me, and I was raped. I went through a lot of mental and emotional abuse, and through those, I had to learn that it was not my fault because years I blamed myself. For years I was ashamed to tell my story. And for anybody that may be going through anything, do not be ashamed. And it is not your fault. If somebody doesn't understand the word no, that is not on you. That is on them. But always advocate for yourself and stand up for yourself. Being a domestic violence survivor lets me know that when you are in an abusive relationship, a lot of times you're going to protect the abuser. You're not going to tell everybody everything that's happening in that relationship because you know you're going to go back in that relationship. So you protect them and you keep a lot of things to yourself. But I just want you to know that when you're in an abusive relationship, please always trying to find out how to get out of it because it's never going to be better. No matter how many times they apologize, no matter how many times they say, I'm sorry, they will do it again. They will do it again and again and again. So for me, I was young. I was 17, dating a 21-year-old. And he would punch me in my face, drag me around the house in front of his mom and sister. And I used to go to school with black guys, and my best friend remembered all of this. I don't remember half of this stuff, but she reminded me, like, you went through a lot. I don't remember. I think that I subconsciously blocked a lot out of my mind, because it was so traumatic that I couldn't handle it at that young age. Um, the next relationship I went into was pivotal because I really fought for somebody that showed me early that they didn't want me, but because I liked the thrill of competition, I stayed in it to prove a point that I can win. But when I did that, I realized that me and this person was never compatible. I sat here doing things to be with somebody that I wasn't compatible with. I could have saved myself years of heartache and heartbreak if I knew how to walk away. But that's learning about self love and learning about caring about yourself. A lot of times we don't get that at home. And so we're looking outside for people to look at us and love us because we don't love ourselves the way we're supposed to love ourselves. That is something I had to learn. And through the relationships that I've had, people always wanted to change me and break me down because they didn't like how strong I was. They didn't like the colors I wore, my personality. For me, I feel like it's just about being authentic. Because I know I'm a creative person, I wear bright colors. And anytime somebody sees me, they say, "Oh, I like you wearing colors, but not for me." Then you don't need to be with me. So I really wanted to be on this stage, Raven, with you so that I can talk to that child that's trying to figure out how to be themselves. Wear those bright colors, baby. If you are loud and proud, be loud and proud. Too many times we try to conform and fit at tables that don't belong to us. Too many times we're trying to fit in rooms that we are too big to be in. Be in the room and space that belongs to you. And stop trying to fit into tight spaces that you have no room in. Because you're going to always have somebody that's going to hate on you, be jealous, envious. But it's your job to be authentic. What is your purpose? What is your mission? And are you living for the way that you need to live? Are you doing the things you need to do for you? I would not be here today without the Heavenly Father, and I'm going to keep saying thank you because being homeless, living in the car, and being able to have a place now says how blessed and how much I've been saved. And I couldn't have done it without a support system. Let me tell you, my family have turned their back on me so many times. And if it wasn't for people that I just met, they were strangers to me, but they opened their door and they helped me. You will find your tribe. You will find your own village. And sometimes your family is not your village. Your village is whoever you make as your family. So always remember that your family is going to look different. It's not the family you're born into. It's the family you make and you create. But I am grateful for the love. I'm grateful for the life experiences. I'm grateful for the people that have come in my life through the ways. Like so many beautiful ladies I've met on different apps that have influenced me, have made a difference, that have been loving, supportive, that have had my back. And I never met some of them still to this day. But they hold me down more than the people I've known my whole life. And you got to be like, God is so good. How did I get blessed with you? But thank you. So Raven, thank you for this platform. Thank you for allowing me to have this space and this opportunity to speak. For me, this is more of awareness for anybody dealing with depression, anybody that's dealing with anxiety, anybody dealing with PTSD, anyone that's dealing with any type of mental health, substance abuse, anyone that's dealing with any traumatic experience. You are not alone. Please get help. Try to find, call any type of hotline you can. Call a friend, go to a therapist, but always know that you are here. Somebody loves you. And suicide is not the way, if that is the outlet you would like. That is not a way. Just know that there's somebody that wants to be there for you and to hold your hand. And tomorrow will be better than today. Um, just know that a lot of times when we're going through things in our life, it may hurt. And it's okay to cry. It's okay to feel that and know that that pain is just letting you know that you're alive to fight for another day. And you're going to make it through. You are a fighter, a survivor, and you are an overcomer. And so, whoever may need the strength to know that you need to make it through this season, you're going to make it through. And for anybody that lost somebody during this holiday season, just know that they are with you. You are not alone. You are loved. And just know that there's people that will talk to you and be there for you during this holiday season. With that being said, Raven, I really appreciate your time and thank you for having me.
With that being said, goddess, let me say this. You have the strength. You are a warrior. Your resilience is beyond words. There is no words. And just you yourself and just sharing your story for anybody that's out there that thinks that they're alone or anything like that, there's always somebody. Reach out to you can reach out to me. All of my information is in my bio. I'm here to listen. I am that support as well. And Miss Daisha here is a very strong support as well. Like she is a master in this field. And for her to be so raw and vulnerable at this time to share her story is remarkable. And it's just, she's a pillar of strength. She's pure love and she's strength and just a miracle every day. And to have that strength and know that God has you no matter what. And you do find your tribe, and it is about loving yourself and knowing when you have all faith and trust in God that all things are possible, and you're walking, talking, living proof of that. And you have such a beautiful family and a whole new foundation and a whole new journey that you're literally embarking on. And you're you're embracing your freedom. And you are that phoenix, and you are rising and you're already past that, quite honestly. And with this self-love journey that you're on and this empowerment and starting and being your own entrepreneur and going there and just being there for people and that's just a pillar of strength yourself. So I'm very honored and I'm very grateful. If you like to just show your face and just say hello to everybody and just just say hello. And she's here, and you know I'm just very grateful that she's sharing her story.
Thank you. I do appreciate it. And yes, I will start doing life coaching. So if you want to look me up, you can find me by Daisha Young on Facebook. I will be doing life coaching and, helping people with mental health, substance abuse, and just getting a grip on what you need to work on in your life. I'm here to support you. So please, you can find my information on Raven's page if you need to. But I wanted to make sure that I share my story for anybody that is looking for someone to support them. You are not alone, and that's why I became a mental health therapist to help people. And I want to continue to do that. That is my passion, that is my drive, but I'm also an artist. So I'm going to take time out to paint and draw and be colorful and be free and live my truth and not be in a box to conform into other people's beliefs, but conform into my beliefs. So happy holidays, everyone.
That part, right? Happy holidays, everyone. And for anybody that's out there that is listening or even listens to the replay, just be your all apologetically motherfucking self, you know? And if you vibe with with the tribe, you know, hit the subscribe button. But also just know that be yourself, show yourself, take up that space, sis and bro. Like take up, there's so much space, and allow yourself the grace, you know, allow yourself the grace and take that space and do whatever the fuck you want to do that's great for you, and live that life. You only have one life. And happy holidays, everybody. And always love a stay. And is there anything else how else we could reach out to you, Daisha? What is your Instagram? You have an Instagram that you can post in the chat if you'd like to.
Well, my Instagram is Dare Diary 45. You can look me up, and I also have a podcast on Spotify, Dare Diary, so you can listen to more of my journey and my story on my podcast, Dear Diary. And that's my Instagram, Dear Diary 45. So you can find me there. Please reach out to me. I'd love to hear from you guys. If there's any conversations you want to have, any suggestions, please hit me up. But thank you, Raven, for this time, and thank you for the listeners that I will get to hear from, people I haven't met yet. I love you. You are loved. You are beautiful, and I appreciate you.
You are loved, and we are all worthy, and each and every one of us are so rare and so unique and so beautiful in all of our different ways and all across the world. And with that being said, love a stay and namaste, and we will see you next time. And remember, always stay mystical. Bye bye now.
Bye bye.